Alright guys, this is the BrailleNote Touch that I've been telling you about, and I want to get it to you as soon as I can. I just want to make sure that you could use it. It is like the Perkins on top. It has the dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus her backspace, her enter, and her regular space bar. She could read the dots right here, actually, to know where she is and what she's typed so far. These little black bumps or dots up here you could use as an enter key or to place your cursor wherever you want it in the text when she is editing her document. Several ways that you could do that, but I think for now we will probably pick the easiest way. So what's cool about it is you can open it up and you can see what she is typing or brailing, and you could see it on the screen. You can't see anything now because it's not turned on. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn it on to do let me look at this. So there's left thumb keys and right thumb keys to kind of move you forward and backward throughout the document. And this little triangle here in the front is like a back button. The power button is over here on the side. If you push it and hold it, it'll for a couple of seconds it will vibrate. All right, just like and then it is powering up. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this so we could see what it looks like when it's powering up. So teachers will be able to do this, and I can do this, and you can do this. So that's awesome. So this is a BrailleNote Touch Plus, which means you can touch the screen and type Braille on the screen with like an imaginary Braille right there. Okay, so a couple ways you could navigate. You could see this screen is the lock screen. When she gets her BrailleNote, we'll probably take this off, but it's not too hard. So right now it's on charged, and we don't want it to be on that. I could just use my right thumb key, so it will go. Now it went here. I'm going to do it again. Now it's on the unlock button. That is what I want, so I'm going to hit enter. I could do that by selecting any one. It does not matter. Stop. I'm going to push enter, and now it's unlocked. Okay. Now here, this is her My Menu screen. There's a main menu and a My Menu. I want her to work in the My Menu because it's not so cluttered. It doesn't has so many choices, and these are the only first two apps I want her to get started on. In fact, the Easy Reader, I think there's some directions in the pamphlet that is coming home with you. You could create an account if you want and play with that if you want to. I'm going to consider right now, I'm going to consider that an extra. I want her to focus on the word processor and the keyword because that's where she's going to do her reading and her writing and like her peers are going to be doing in the classroom. So right now you can see the green, well to me it's green, it's highlighted where it says Easy Reader, so I'm going to use my right thumb key. Now it's at the word processor, which is what I want. So now I'm going to hit enter to select that one. I could just use any one of these cursor keys. Additionally, if I wanted to, and if this was closed, then she would just hit enter on the top pad. Since I already have it open, I'm just going to pick any one, it doesn't matter. So now it takes us to the keyword menu. This is the word processor. I'm just going to show you how to create a document, close it, and then go back in and open a document so that she could continue editing that. And if she could learn these two things, I will be so happy. Feel free to experiment and play with other things, but that's what I'm hoping for right now. So I want to create a document. It's already there. I could use the thumb keys. Just keep going through to each one, right? So now I'm going to use my left thumb key, go back up. I want to create, so I'm going to use any one of these cursor keys. So this takes me to my blank page. This is my blank document, and I can start brailing. Now she could braille, she could close it and braille right here. So I will just use this like my Perkins. Okay, so she did hello. She could get that audible feedback. If there is a way to turn that off, I'll probably leave it on. She liked it previously, so now you're like, hey, what are you doing, Evie? What are you typing? You could come look and you could come see, or you could check to see if she spelled stuff correctly. And it'll be in Braille right now visually, but whenever we hit enter or go to the next line, and I'm going to do that touch screen, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to put all 10 fingers rest them lightly on the screen, you'll feel it vibrate so that it's calibrated to my fingers, because if I do it or you do it or Evie, all of our hands are different sizes. So I'm going to put my fingers on, let it rest. I felt the vibrate, so I'm going to pick them up. Here is a word to the wise. If you hold it and calibrate, don't move your hand and then come back, because they're probably not in the same place. You need to push it down, feel the vibrate, barely lift, and then start. Keep brailling. So now I'm going to do. Okay, so now there's me brailling the word hi using the touch screen. It looks like the hello disappeared. It is still there. I just used my thumb key to kind of go back up a line. And so now you see where I did the hello and the hi. And that's all I'm going to do. She could type, 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 type all she wants right here, and let her play, let her figure that out. Either doing the touch screen with calibrating, or she could flip back and forth using this. And it doesn't matter, it's not going to mess the document up. You put it down, do something, take it up, do it on the touch screen, that's fine. So from here I want to save it. So that is, actually I want to show, I think this is a shortcut, if you will. It's kind of got a dummy thing built in. I'm going to hit this little triangle down here on the front. And it has like a kind of idiot box, I call them. I don't know if that's the right word. And it'll come up and say, hey, do you want to save your document? And yes, I do. And so that's, to me, easier than doing Control S and the name of the, and going on from there. So I'm going to hit yes, bloop, bloop. Yes, I do want to save it. So now it's selected. I want to hit enter. I'm already in the touch screen mode, so I could just use my pinky. Okay, and I haven't named this yet because it's a brand new document. But so it says new document right here, new document. I want to save this as, I don't know, we'll call it hello, Evie. So I'm going to calibrate my fingers, hold, it vibrates, barely lift them up. I'm going to call it okay. So it should say hello, Evie right there. There it is. So I hit my space so you could actually see it in front. And now I want to save it. So I need to get down here to the save. Again, I could use my right thumb keys. Alright, so save button is where my cursor highlight part is. And I could just pick any one of these keys. And it saved it. So I'm back here and I could create another document. But I want to go now to open so that we can open the document we just did. So I got open. I'm going to hit one of these cursor keys to open the document. I've been playing around in here, so I have a Evie, a hello Evie, and just a hello. So the one we just did was hello Evie. I'm going to use my right thumb key so it will go down to hello Evie to select it. And now I'm going to hit enter. Any one of these, she could use enter. If this was closed, she would just use her enter button, or she could, even if this is closed, both are available. She could do her enter button or select any cursor, hit enter, or she could do it on the touch screen and hit enter with her pinky. So I'm just going to push one of these, and we're back to where we were. It just says hello and then the hi that I typed earlier. And if you toggle back and forth between the left and the right, you can see where she is. And then she could just keep typing here on the document. Okay, so we're going to save it again. I'm going to do the cheater way. I'm going to go back, I think this time, because we've already named it. Let's see, I don't want to save it. I want to go next, next. So now it's at the yes. I'm going to hit one of these cursor keys to say yes. And it didn't ask me to rename it that time because it was already saved from the first time when we created it. So that is how she can create and open a document. I hope that helps to turn it off. Okay, so we could go back. Now you're back to the menu. Our documents are closed, so we want to turn it off. And we can do that from here. So we could just hit the power button, hold it for a couple seconds. All right. So it's already on power off. I could do next and I would go to restart if I wanted to. I want to power off, so I'm going to hit next. Oops, I'm going to do my left thumb button to get it to go back up. It's power off, and now we could hit enter or select one of these cursor keys, and now it is shutting down. So make sure that you all power all the way down. I think that's kind of what's going on with the battery. I think people maybe don't power it down. They just kind of close it and set it off to the side, which I think it will go to sleep, but the battery is still draining and being used. So, all right, let's see. That should be powered down, and then I could just lock it up and close it up. Here's the case that it comes in to protect it. Make sure she does that. It'll keep dust and stuff from spilling on it. And it comes in this little case like this. Pretty cool. Alright, it will come with a strap. I just didn't put it on. I don't need it right now. Hers will come with a strap. This one doesn't because it's Teflon. It also has a charger, and these are all labeled. It has a BrailleNote Touch Plus charger that I'm going to give to you to use. It's just a USB cable, and this would plug into the BrailleNote. It comes with also, you can check this out and see if it will help you. It's a little boost up guide, and I think in here is where it talked about Easy Reader. I hope that's enough to get you guys started. I feel so bad that this COVID stuff is crazy. But anyway, all right, video's long enough. Bye.